Hi you guys, I hope everybody's having a great week so far. And so last week or the week before, I talked about meal planning and how meal planning can help you recover from a eating disorder, whether that's a full-blown eating disorder or anything from binging, purging, restricting, any of those things, any of those eating behaviors that you may be repeating that don't make you feel good, and how obviously this does not substitute for individual therapy or a meal plan with your dietitian or any advice or diagnosis that your physician or therapist or psychiatrist or whoever may tell you. It is for education purposes and also for me to share what's worked for me and those who worked with me and those who are close to me that have done this with me. So I know that if it's worked for me and other people that I know, there's a chance that it can work for you. Not all of us have access to a dietitian or a physician or a therapist, and this is something that you can definitely try. It's not going to hurt, and it's free, and you can do it today. So last week or the week before, I talked about 3 ways that meal planning can help you recover, or can help you end an eating behavior that you don't like. And today we're going to talk about 8 simple, easy steps that I have done myself that helped me recover from my binging and restricting disorder that I've dealt with for so long. So let's get right to it. I'm going to go ahead, of course I have my notebook, and I'm going to read you the 8 steps, and then I'm going to kind of like break them down in snackable portions so you don't get overwhelmed. So number 1 is a balanced and nutritious meal plan. Number 2 is plan out your meals the night before. Number 3, eat small meals throughout the day every maybe 3 hours. Number 4, listen to your body for hunger and fullness cues. Number 5, do not deprive yourself. Number 6, self-compassion. Number 7, be committed to the process. And number 8, you need to surrender this and give it to a higher power. And for me, that is possibly the most powerful thing that you can do, and that is what is going to take you the quickest and the safest to your goal, which is to have a healthy relationship with food and not repeat these behaviors that are obviously affecting your emotional and physical health. So let's look at number 1, a balanced, nutritious meal plan. What does that look like? Lean protein, fruits, vegetables, fats, healthy fats, and grains. Ideally, lots of whole foods, natural, raw, and organic foods, but I know that we're not all able to. So you're going to do the best that you can with what you have. Don't think that if you can't get it all raw and organic and natural, you can't do it. Do the best that you can with what you can afford and what you have. And also high in fiber, super great for your digestive system. So let's look at number 2. Number 2 is plan out the meals the night before. So a lot of people think that you have to do meal planning for an entire week or for the entire month. That is a lot of work, and that is going to overwhelm you. And I don't want you to do that to begin with, because it will take a lot of work. You will get overwhelmed and you're going to want to quit, because you're going to say meal planning is too much work. It's actually adding stress. And what I want for you is to not have added stress. I want to take some stress out of your life, take some stress out of eating and planning, so this can actually work for you. Excuse me. So I want you to start planning your meals the night before. Plan around your work, plan around your schedule with your appointments, plan around your kids' school schedules and their appointments, or their either doctor's appointments or other things like dance or sports or whatever. And you bring your lunchbox. Yes, you're like, that's dumb. No, it's not. I brought my lunchbox everywhere I went for over a year, and I still do it sometimes if I know I'm going to be out in a long periods of time and I don't want to be like stopping at the first fast food, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to, right? Because I'm committed to this practice. So you bring your bag or you bring your lunchbox with your foods that you prepared and planned the day before. Number 3, eat small snacks or small meals. This takes a lot of pressure, because when you're eating small meals throughout the day, every maybe 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, you're not going to feel super full, right? And we don't want to get to that super full state, because that's when we feel kind of yucky. So you're not going to feel super full because you're eating every 3 hours, smaller meals. You're not going to get to that point, and you're actually going to give to your body what it actually needs. It will speed up your metabolism and help with your digestive system as well. And you're not going to get to that yucky fullness sensation that we don't like to feel. Small meals throughout the day every 3 hours will make a huge difference also in your energy level. Number 4, listen to your body. So this is when you have to tune into your intuition, and this does take some time. So this may seem unnatural and you're like, I can't do this. Well, it's not just going to happen overnight. You need to start listening to when you're hungry, so you can eat when you're hungry, and when you're full, so you can stop when you're full and you don't just cross that line and overeat and then feel guilty because of it. If you're going to eat something, eat it. If you're hungry and you want to have a piece of chocolate, if you're hungry and you want to have a burger, if you're hungry and you want to eat a giant chicken salad, you eat it, right? And then when you feel you're getting full, you stop. It does take time for you to get to that point because you've been used to either binging or restricting or any other disordered eating behavior that you've been doing. So you have not been listening to your hunger and fullness cues. So this is something that you have to learn, and it takes time, just like every new behavior that you have to learn. Just like when you go to school to learn something that you've never learned before, like a new language or whatever it is. So you have to retrain your brain how to eat normal again, and how to listen to when you're hungry and listen to when you're full so you can stop. Number 5, don't deprive yourself. This means that in your meal plan, I want you to add that quote unquote forbidden food that you are not allowed, or somebody told you they're not allowed to eat. For me, it's chocolate and wine. Those are the quote unquote, because they're really not, forbidden food. So guess what? I add chocolate and wine to my meal plan. That way I'm sure that I'm having what I want. I'm not depriving myself, because when I deprive myself from what I want, guess what? I want to eat the entire tub of chocolate, and I want to drink the entire bottle of wine. So if I add those quote unquote forbidden or whatever bad foods, which are really not, but that's how we see them, right? Especially at the beginning stages of this. If you add that to your meal plan, then you're not depriving yourself from what you like. It's added, so you're still having it. So you're not going to feel like you went all week without eating this one food that you really love. Then the weekend comes along, or your cheat day, which I say don't have a cheat day, but that's for another day. But I say don't have a cheat day, because then you're depriving yourself waiting to that cheat day or that cheat meal, and then you overeat and you're going to binge and you're going to repeat this cycle that we want to stop. Okay, so add those quote unquote forbidden foods to your meal plan so you're not depriving yourself. Guess what? I don't eat entire tubs of chocolate anymore, or entire bags of chips, or entire bottles of wine. I don't drink them. Why? Because they're added to what I eat on a weekly basis. So I don't feel that I can't have it for an entire week, and then the weekend comes along and I'm going to eat all the chocolates and all the chips and drink all the wine. It just doesn't happen anymore, because I've trained my brain to know it's always available and I can have it, so I don't have to deprive myself from having it and then binge on it. Okay, so don't deprive yourself. So the next one, number 6, is to develop self-compassion. And what I want you to do, very, very important, is to avoid the black and white mentality, which is the all or nothing mentality. If you fall off the train, or the whatever you want to say that you fell off, so be it. Who is freaking counting? Nobody, right? This is why we're moving away from the diet mentality. We're not counting. We're not measuring. Nobody is, counting the points or whatever. If you fall off, all you have to do is get back on it. You don't have to stop completely. Please do not stop completely. You just start all over again that afternoon. You don't even have to wait till the next day. You just keep on going where you left off. Do not stop. Be kind to yourself. You did not get to this point overnight. It's been years or even decades, right? That these behaviors have been developing. So they're not going to go away overnight. It's going to take work and effort. And this comes to our 7th step, commitment. It will look like a lot, and to be honest, it is most likely going to be hard. If it wasn't hard, then everybody would have a perfect relationship with food, and I wouldn't be here talking to you guys and posting blogs and doing coaching sessions and helping people how to create peace with food and themselves. If it was easy, everybody would do it and nobody would have the issues that we're having. But it's not easy. Why? Because it takes commitment, it takes patience, and it takes self-compassion. It's a journey, and it does get easier, but it does take work. And you need to promise yourself, not me or anybody else, yourself, one, you're doing this for yourself. Nobody can tell you to do it or why you need to do it. It has to be you, and you have to have your reason why. Second of all, you need to promise yourself to do at least one action every single day. I don't care what it is. It can be a tiny little whatever it is. Like, I'm not going to drink that extra soda today, or I'm not going to have the extra added sugar, or I'm not going to, whatever it is, one little thing, or I'm going to say an extra affirmation, or I am going to find an accountability partner today, or today I'm going to move my body in a way that makes sense to me, or I'm going to color, or I'm going to take a bubble bath. Whatever it is that you're doing for yourself, pick one thing and every day take action. It will create a compound effect, and over time, you will start feeling and seeing the results. Look at these 8 steps. I'm not saying go and do all the 8 steps. Pick one. Pick one and get good at it, right? And then you move along. But something every single day. Just like when somebody's trying to build a business, you have to do something related to your business every single day to see it grow. Whatever it is, you're trying to build your marriage, your relationship with God, your relationship with your children, with yourself. In order for any of those relationships to work, you have to do and make action towards those goals every single day to get a result. This is no different. You need to do an action every single day that will get you closer to your goals. You need to stay committed, and you need to hang on to the reason why you started. Your desire to change has to be bigger than your desire to stay the same, because you need to hang on to that when you don't feel like it. Feelings, they're so sneaky and tricky. Feelings. I don't feel like it. I'm too tired. I'm too X, Y, and Z. Your feelings will tell you what to do or what not to do. It's your choice. Are you going to let your feelings tell you what to do or not to do, or are you going to take action regardless of how you feel? Because feelings, guess what? They're temporary. But the actions that you make can last forever. So what are you going to do? You're going to do what your feeling says, or you're going to take action and make it happen. And the last one, which is my favorite one, is give it to a higher power. You cannot, and I will say this again, you can try, but this is going to be very hard for you to do by yourself. You need support. And if you feel that you don't have support, I am here. I may not be right there with you, but I am here. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I have my blog. I am here, and I am here for you. So if you don't have anything else, you have me. And you need to surrender to a higher power, whether you believe in God, Jesus, the Virgin Mary, planet Earth, the universe. I don't care what it is. You need to surrender, and you need to create a relationship with that higher power and give it to that higher power. Because this is something that you cannot do by yourself. You're going to need that. You need to surrender and know there's something higher than you that is going to guide you and provide you with the guidance, love, and support that you need in order to be successful. So guys, I hope these steps help you. As always, you're going to see me every week. If you look into my blog, you're going to find the post that links to what I just talked about. Free stuff that you can find on those blog posts too, that you can download, that you can print and keep with you, so you can follow me and study and find an accountability partner that you can do all these things with, because together is going to be, trust me, a lot better. So guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for allowing me to speak into your lives, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.